Hi, it's Joshua Townsend here, getting back with you with more delights about the creative process and all different ways of accessing your own creativity, as well as just getting into the creative process and your own creative power. And you know that book that Eckhart Tolle wrote called The Power of Now? Hmm. Well, us creatives, we need to write a book called The Power of And. The Power of And. Because and is something that we really need to work with. A lot of us have a habit, it's habitual, it's not a big deal, but we work with this the power of but, the power of but. You go, yeah, but, all day long I hear, yeah, but. Okay, so yeah, but is a negation. It's like a no, it's a putting off. It's like it's conflict, really, right? I'm like, yeah, but, so I have mixed feelings, mixed emotions about it. And then if I just go with the power of and, I go, yeah, I see what you're saying. And what if we did this? Right? They use it a little bit in improv, but I'm taking it to a slightly different direction. Well, this is my microphone here, just so you know, just a random black object in the corner here. Um, so it's the power of and really consciously, and that's the key word here, consciously working with and allowing that to get you into a momentum of yes and one of building one thing on top of another so we can go further down the road, down your creative road. um, yeah, because otherwise we bend towards negation or but or not yet or however, or words of that, or feelings, really feelings of that. And as we do that, we start building that momentum. We start getting further and further down the road of yes, and more can come from that. The other thing I wanted to share about today is working with this energy of challenge. Because a lot of times I feel like we all have that challenge of you know um, uh, trying to work with that no energy, and now it's a shift to the yes. Yeah. Well, there's also this other aspect in the creative process, which is the pair of the opposites, right? Because every you can't really ever say no without saying yes, and you can't really say yes without saying no. So contrast. And a lot of us have that experience in terms of what even gets us into the world of entertainment or the creative world. I've been involved in the creative arts, acting, writing, producing, directing, coaching, etc. Literally my whole life. And in grade school, uh, it was also one of my challenges. Communication, specifically speaking, and I would stutter. I would stutter or stammer or whatever, and it wasn't a little bit. It was to the point where the school person, nurse or whatever it was, whoever she was, I was called out of class one day and asked to go into this little room and look at these different drawings and talk to the nice lady about what I saw. So it was an area of concern. I don't even think my parents were notified of that visit. So yeah, so it was not a small or a short period of time thing. Eventually I worked my way with it, and that's the important part is that I took it and I used that energy and I worked with it, saying yes to it and working through it and creating a strength from that. The guy who was the voice for Darth Vader, I think it was James Earl Jones, but he had a bilateral lisp. He had a bilateral lisp, and now he is an Academy Award winning actor who's known for his voice. So we all have those challenges. A lot of times people in the sports world or different areas of life will be challenged by the very thing that they make their livelihood from, and that's just something that's part of this larger mosaic, called life. which is we get to develop the very thing that we're challenged by. And then because of that gift, we get to go off and share it with others. So if you work with a lot of but energy, don't worry about it, because this is an opportunity to get into that and get that relationship going with both yourself and the other, and to keep building on it. And I feel like it's one of the most valuable things that you can work with, especially when you're working in collaboration. And we're always working in collaboration because we're always working with ourselves. And we want to integrate, our highest potential with our project and our work. So there you go, power of and I'm working on a couple other. I'm working on a couple other offerings that will be coming up between now and the end of the year. And as I get them squared away, I will be sharing them here so you can know about them. And these are free offerings, gifts during the holiday season to keep our creativity alive and sparking, keep it all flowing. So thanks for coming by. More coming soon. Thanks.